for them in the grand finals.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really think that, old guys, it will be a shame for them to drop out here. Of course, this is the upper bracket. Let me remind you guys, this is the upper bracket finals, which means that both these teams, yes, they're going to meet against in Yokohama, but at this point, you just want to... There's no point in like saving strats, right? There's no point in hiding anything because Yokohama is going to be in August. The game's going to change. There's going to be more Pokemon. Things are going to be different. But you want to sort of really stamp down and get as much going, right? It really adds to the... Basically, what I'm saying is people might think that, okay, you know, you're already qualified to Yokohama, you can chill. No, don't chill. No. Take it all the way. You know, you gotta beat everybody. And this is more of a thing of redemption, right? It would be kind of embarrassing if, you know, you finish April 1st place and these guys manage to eat you up, and basically reverse that. Now that June comes, it'll feel a little bit upsetting for sure. But you know what's not upsetting? Sync on his dojo, he's at it again.
Yep, and you know, Sync on that dojo, we didn't really see him on the dojo previously, so you know, this might be the turning point. The old guys is back to their old composition. They have first pick, and likely they might, and even got a slow roll for themselves as well. So they are looking so much better compared to their Charizard in the previous round. So hopefully something different might come up.
Yeah, I mean, already some of the repeat picks, you know, we already understand these to be what the premier is. But okay, Shua not on the dojo anymore. Gonna switch back to Zoroark. We've seen some of this come out from Talons, Brone, to mix success here and there. But they do have a lot of lockdown and CC. Lance, okay, going for that Wiggly. So we already saw Lance go for a little bit of a unorthodox slow bro in the top half as a core Pokemon, and backed up by the Delphox again. So we've seen this composition. They've run it already. I think the only difference was that they had Blissey instead of the Wiggly.
Yep.
And yeah, last pick doesn't seem like they want the Snorlax. They want the Trevenant instead. So just a bit of disruption. Maybe the Phantom Forest for the damage and for to back Luis up. Any draft you like more at the moment, Moonboy?
Well, I like the Wigglytuff and the
of course,
and the Delphox, right? Like this two Pokemon is there just because Shua picked the Zoroark. That's it. Okay. Right? Like they're just there to deal with the Zoroark because the Zoroark can be really punishing later on into the game where it's constantly taking KOs after KOs. And you know, with the Sync, with the Fire Spin, you keep the Zoroark in check. You don't encourage him to dive in as and when that he like. And that is a very good counter pick. But you know, two Pokemon just for one. But however, you know, the Zoroark is the main carry of this composition that OMO Abyssinian is actually carrying. So picking the Zoroark might be the answer. And if this works out, these two picks is the premium for this matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the whole thing with Zoroark and the Earthship, I always liken these two Pokemon. Very similar to the Absol of old as well. Always coming through with ridiculous amounts of burst damage, especially early on. But if you can stand your ground, hold them in place, and you know, if you're jumping into a Wiggly, you're either gonna get slapped or you're gonna get sung to sleep if she survives. So this is very, very important. If they manage to stand their ground, hold the fort, and you know, it's gonna be easy as well with Lance. We saw him go for the Scout Bro already, reducing the attack, as JJ very smartly mentioned there. I mean, the old guys, they have a recipe for success against stuff like this, and they're gonna pull it out again.
Yep, and you know, is OMO Abyssinian going to be moving straight right to the grand finals, or is old guys going to forcing this to round number 3? So it all falls down to this particular round right here, and this could be anybody's game because right here, old guys look so much better than the previous round.
Yeah, I mean, old guys definitely had a bit of a head scratcher in terms of the draft. I won't lie, but this is a tried and true, right? We've seen this work already. Now, I'm a bit concerned because, I mean, it's not like OMO Abyssinian were playing bad. They popped off on Miba. Now they have the Clefairy, which is something that JR Abson is very comfortable on. And Tempest, you know, it might not be the Snorlax, but this is his second favorite, right? This is Trevenant, which can cause so much disruption. And the damage from Phantom Forest is just disgusting.
Yep, everyone is just comfortable with what they're playing as well. So it just looks good for both teams, right? It could be anybody's game at this point in time. So, and old guys don't want to fall back so easily. And Wigglytuff is already online as well as the Fennekin has been evolved right here also. So it's looking good, but I don't think the Zoroark Oh, the Zoroark coming in on the bottom side.
Okay, might be put to sleep here. Manages to dash away. Luckily, Shua almost said goodnight there to his hopes at just running off to another rolling start. But securing most of those set of Altaria as well as Swablu, not the worst right now. And just making sure that EXP is up, right?
Yep, and as I was about to say previously, right, like the Zoroark don't really want to go down to the bottom side because the CC machines are down at the bottom side as well. So, but instead he went for the gank down at the bottom side. But it didn't really achieve much for the team.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I'm a Zoroark and I'm looking at either one of these lanes, I don't feel too good about them. I don't feel too good about ganking them. Unless the Delphos is like, or rather the Breakset is ridiculously out of position. Even then, the amount of damage that came back the other way we saw, it was enough to really threaten him. Now Sing is the one under some threat, and oh, Shua starting to clean up. The slashes are there. And Luis pumping in the damage as well, forcing them away from the central Altaria and getting a nice boost up. So like we said, Zoroark, Dodrio, you don't want to trade out. You don't want one to lose out over the other, and this is not looking too hot. Lance in some trouble here, besieged by 3, and here comes, okay, Sync, trying to do damage to that agility, try attack as well, peppering onto Shua, but doesn't have enough in the tank to finish that one off.
Yep, I mean, that's a very good heal coming in from the Clefable as well, just to keep Shua alive right there. But immediately dashing straight right in. It's a 3v3 right there on the top side. Shua might be a little bit of danger.
Oh, the illusion, but can't dodge out. Lance with the eject button and the skull burns him up and keeps him running. Mayhem gonna go down to Miva. Nice little rapid spin water spout there to do the damage. It's a KO streak of 2, and it looks like that Sync Dodrio can't clean up, but it looks like Luis, narrowly misses out on that KO, dodging into the tree line. Rather, the tall grass, and I mean, that was a little bit unfortunate. I think that should have been a KO.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally at 1 right there, but managed to just get out there alive, but down to the bottom side. OMO Abyssinian lost the Registeel.
Yeah, Nightfall Day is a bit too much damage. I mean, the amount of burst that comes out from that Unite move is actually ridiculous. It pops off so fast too, so you don't even know what happened, then you just get blown out of the water.
Yeah, definitely for sure. But Abyssinian having the additional buff, additional EXP though, they're just looking really strong right there. But there we have Sync 1 just dunking in with the Dodrio, really sneaky. But however, Abyssinian is just focusing down on the bottom side, just putting more pressure towards old guys.
Yeah, they're just starting to clean up on these supports who aren't really the strongest without any sort of backup. Now Thorfinn can put in the damage, but the Woodhammer keeping him in place. Sync is here to party though, and they need to be careful. He's dodging in with the triple trample, knocking 2 up, getting the second, the Woodhammer. Gonna be a swing and a miss, but Zoroark now on this Dodrio has to run away. The agility managed to dash away, but no, straight into the hands of Miba, who was waiting right there for him. Slashes down that bird, and just like that, OMO Abyssinian, they're making a really good push here in this bot path.
Yeah, it's looking really good for OMO right here. Just taking out the Dodrio time after time again. And there's no much main attacker right there left for old guys to deal with. But immediately, the Delphox taking out the Trevenant right there, and I believe old guys will be pushing down the bottom side with 5 men.
Yeah, trying to push it back the other way. Fanciful Fireworks to blanket that entire goal zone. What can you do? The Clefairy trying to go in for some action, but take a look at that. OMO Abyssinian, they press the evacuation button. All 3 members just running and making a beeline straight for the top goal zone. They're gonna crack this open with the overdunk and start on the Regieleki.
Yeah, it's totally fine, right? It's totally fine for OMO to actually lose the fight down in the bottom as well, because they got the opening onto the Regieleki, and it's gonna be marching straight right to the tier 2. It forced old guys to actually retreat right now and actually deal with the Regieleki. If not, there's a chance that OMO might break the tier 2 goal zone.
Oh, this is looking tight. I mean, still 2 members here pressuring up against their opponents, against their counterparts, and here comes the cavalry. Here comes the rest of the squad. Here comes OMO Abyssinian. They want to make it happen. Here and Viva Hydro Typhoon straight onto the backline, popping that Dodrio again. Sync, this is the first game where we're really seeing this Dodrio not find any sort of opening. OMO Abyssinian, they've been so good at shutting him down.
Yep, Sing has been controlled by Shua the whole game, and Shua constantly finds that 3-headed bird and just take them out of commission immediately there and then. Shua already at level 12 right now, and can anything stop this Zoroark from going ham?
Yeah, I mean, the feint attack just a bit too strong and very hard to account for, right? With how much he's moving, it's very hard to kind of aim the skulls, aim the whatever sort of CC you have. You really only have the Wingly to rely on, and it's sort of fallen off a little bit, not doing too well well in terms of the levels department. Mayhem as well as RBX have definitely fallen behind. And you take a look at the side of OMO Abyssinian, all of them are sitting absolutely pretty. This is going to be a huge dunk coming in from Shua to deposit yet another 49 as they get a KO on the top side though. And the push, it's on from Old Guys.
Yep, and there we have a slow beam onto the chandelier as well. There, Old Guys just pushing on the top side. OMO Abyssinian, can they fight out this one?
They break open the tier 1 goal zone. A nice slow beam used to crack open that chandelier, but that's about all they'll get. It's just a tier 1 goal zone, and the whole time this Zoro manages to just slip right out. So they don't manage to get anything. He's cleared up some of the EXP on the map as well. And I can't help but feel like Old Guys, they're definitely on the back foot here.
Yep, Shua literally read Old Guys like a book, right? And they're just, you know, playing them and controlling them the whole game. Abyssinian is just setting the tempo right here, and Old Guys is just playing into it. There's nothing that they could do, and there's no way they could actually deal with Shua right here. Level 13, he might be 14, moving into the final stretch.
Yeah, Shua is playing the highest speed vacuum cleaner I've seen in my life. Like, this guy's going all around the map, vacuuming up any form of EXP. If you show your face out through the tall grass, he'll eat you up too. This man doesn't care. He's a hunter on a mission, and right now his prey are just a bunch of old men. He's trying to really just hunt them down and reduce the aging population issue, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And Old Guys really have to rely on Sync 1 in that final fight. And I don't think OMO Abyssinian is going to allow that Dodrio to do too much against them, because, you know, that Dodrio is going to be the key target that you know, Old Guys is going to be using.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so refreshing to see from OMO Abyssinian, because every single team that's fallen to Old Guys thus far, they allow Sync 1 to do his little dance, right? He just pops in, pops out, pokes away. But take a look at the focus from OMO Abyssinian. They are not taking the bait. They're not waiting around. They wait till they see that dojo, they all turn around and just collapse. They leave no chance for Lance here, and that's gonna be a slow bro out for 20 seconds. How can you even hope to take this fight? The slaps come through, RBX, eject button force, and the fire spin. Gonna keep them at bay, but take a look at the bot side. Shua looking for an angle to come slashing through, to put an end to it all, to crush Old Guys' dreams, and even Sync. He's not gonna feel confident about the dunk, forcing out the Starlight Recycle, not where he won, and that's gonna be the wiggly down. Disaster for the side of Old Guys here, as Rayquaza starting to be taken up by the side of Abyssinian.
OMO Abyssinian don't even need this Rayquaza right here, as the rest of the team, Old Guys, 5 men are still back onto the field right now. Could OMO Abyssinian hold them off? Old Guys need this Rayquaza. If not, it's gonna be too late. They have to do something. If not, it's over, guys.
For what it's worth, if the dojo can find an angle to get the double dunks in, it might just be enough to edge them out. They're less than 100 points away, so a full 50 might just do it. But here comes the Hydro Typhoon, jumping on the 4, and the Phantom Punch as well. But Triple Trample back the other way. They're managing to hold their ground for now, as Shua cleans up the back line. No more Dolphin, and there's the Nightfall days. Good night, Old Guys. Back to the retirement home, cleaning up shop here. The fastest vacuum cleaner you've seen in your damn life. Gonna send Old Guys back to the drawing board. Lance still trying to hold back the double dunks, not allowing them to go into the night so easily. But there's not much more your slow bro can provide, as 350s just reign in supreme. What a beautiful performance of Abyssinian here, as they just completely wall out the Old Guys yet again.
Wow, they made Old Guys look so bad this whole series, right? Not allowing them to do too much, just controlling Sync 1, where we've seen Sync 1 on this Dodrio wrecking havoc the whole day, but immediately controlled in the palms of OMO Abyssinian, in the hands of Shua, and not allowing it to do too much in this matchup. There we have, ladies and gentlemen, our first team going into the grand finals. OMO Abyssinian taking 2-0 against Old Guys.
Yeah, Old Guys being made to look a little senile by some of the stars of the past. OMO Abyssinian, it's been a while since they've reached such high heights of glory. 3rd place in April, coming into the regional finals. They definitely had something to prove. Some of these old names from AFR, a lot on the plate for them in terms of expectations. You know, everyone's just waiting. You know, old AFR, maybe they're washed. You know, maybe they ain't as good as they used to be before. Abyssinian proving all the haters, all the doubters wrong, and moving straight into our regional grand finals. Now, Old Guys, they have another thing coming, because